Don't you dare say I'm gonna make it, 'cause I don't believe it.
Welcome to CWC Reviews. I'm Quan.
Rain here.
Man, they might say we 10 years too late, brother, but I don't give a damn. Game of Thrones is lit. That whole first season literally set the bar for everything, man. And before we actually get into anything serious, you know I gotta say it. Lannisters, Jamie, Cersei, y'all some nasty motherfuckers. And then the fact y'all had the nerve to do that to my boy Bran, because y'all were guilty, shame on y'all asses.
Poor brand, man.
That shit had me so mad. But one thing I really like about it, even though this season started out slow, is the fact that it built up all the characters so you know who you like. Like people like Ned, John, even Rob. You can already tell like these guys are the good guys so far. And people like Joffrey, like I don't give a damn if he's a kid or not. I wanted someone to mop his little ass when I seen him threaten to gut Arya, man. And Ned actually found out the truth about their royal lineage and how they thought Joffrey was going to be the king. What did you think when he exposed Cersei kids for actually being her brothers instead of Robert's?
I don't feel like he was able to do enough yet. Like, I think there were rumors before this, but I think he probably could have added to the rumors of like, there were just people saying like, yo, these kids like, Jamie and Cersei, they got something going on. And his death was like kind of random. I think that he could have added to the rumors and helped it spread around, spread the word a little bit. But ultimately, he didn't actually even bring any justice at all. But I feel like he did a really good job in his short time just there in King's Landing. And he would have made everything better. Him and Robert were good people. I mean, I think Robert was a good guy, even though he wanted to kill Daenerys, whatever, whatever. I think he's a good dude, and he did deserve to die. Much better king than Joffrey.
Ned was one of my favorite characters with the fact how he's so honorable, even when, like you said, Robert wanted to kill Daenerys, and Ned wasn't with that. On his deathbed, he realized Robert even recognized him and said, "You're literally one of the only people to tell me no, not like the people around me who are my like yes men and whatnot." So I respected Ned before his untimely death because of Joffrey whole ass. Rest in peace, Ned.
Yeah, rest in peace, Ned.
But I
My
loved it.
God, man.
But I really loved how it showed the aspect of their family and how close it was. Because even with my boy Jon Snow going to the Night's Watch, he was willing to give it all up just to go help his brother. And I honestly believe he's gonna be a primary factor, like in the next coming season for sure, for sure.
Like, it's really beautiful how you get to see like him change. Like, he's very dynamic. You see his opinion change, but you know he's always just been very likable. To not just to me. I feel like just the community as a whole. Like, I've never heard a Game of Thrones fan that doesn't like Jon Snow, or like, yeah, Jon Snow, he a little, he just, everybody just has good things to say about Jon Snow. He's just the guy to root for. Same thing with Ned. I mean, we didn't know Ned for too long. My man didn't make it out the first season. Of course, there's like flashbacks and stuff throughout the rest of the season, but he's not alive anymore. But him and Ned, I feel like, are like just a true like just good guys in the show. You can't say anything really bad about it, honestly.
Absolutely. The last thing I actually wanted to cover too is the concepts of you don't necessarily know who's good or who's evil in a sense. Because even when going back to Daenerys and how she hired that one woman from the village she raided to heal Drogo, but he was just in a vegetative state, and she was upset because she thought that he was supposed to help him, saying that, "Oh, I saved your life," but they're like, "You destroyed everything we had and took away my sanity. So how did you really save me?" And it was tough to actually be mad at her because you're thinking like, all right, this person is supposed to be good and want to help and X, Y, and Z, but honestly, who truly would help anyone after you did all that shit to them?
Exactly. I remember when I first watched it, I didn't believe that he would just okay. So you can argue that and the witch made a really good point. Um you can argue that so like Drogo and his men destroyed the village, raped the women, whatever. Um and then Daenerys pulled up and she's like, no, like let these women go. So you can argue like Daenerys was, she saved this woman's life. But like all in all, the witch made a good point to where she was like, well, what about all the other people? The girls was already raped before you even got there. Like you didn't really do anything. Like sure, yeah, you wanted to do something good, but you didn't. The damage was already done. It was an interesting point for me because I'm thinking like, I didn't know who to side on in this situation. So like you were saying, like the witch had a point. Um, like he got cut. Well, he cut himself. Wait, yeah, he cut himself, and then the injury got a little worse. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if this was ever confirmed, but I'm pretty sure when she was treating the cut, she made him worsen. Like she infected it. Like she did it on purpose. And then Daenerys was like, "Oh, you gotta save him. You gotta save him." And then that's when she put Daenerys in such a situation where she had to, do that. She was just desperate, and she really fucked him over. So I can't really say the witch is the bad guy in this situation because Daenerys has a right to be mad. Yes, she does, and so does the witch. You know, so it's like it's really good. That's why I think Game of Thrones is one of the best shows ever made, just because they can do stuff like that. Like who's the bad guy in this situation?
I definitely agree with that. But overall, I definitely enjoyed this like season of Game of Thrones. I think for the first one, I'll give it probably like a 7.9 out of 10. What would you give it?
I give it an 8 actually. I feel like the first couple episodes is like okay, okay, I'm getting accustomed to the show. Um, the longer episodes than like your regular shows, like your 20-minute shows or whatever. So it's hour-long shows. A lot happening in the show. There's a lot of characters, a lot of names to learn, a lot of different situations that they blink from. So like from the north to this people, Tyrion, Jamie, there's just so many people to know, so much going on. Bran getting pushed out the window. So, but eventually, like my mind or like you'll catch up, and then you just enjoy it, But at first, it was a little overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie, but then I just got hooked like immediately towards the mid to end of the season. Like it was just I knew that I wanted to continue watching the show to see how it played out.
What y'all think of season one? Comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And always remember, peace and love.